What the shit is this? Blood in a cup?
It's my drink.
No, it's not. Why does it have the date on it?
What are you talking about?
Noelle's blood?
Yeah. Some people just do a few drops, but I do a whole glass.
What is that? It looks super red.
It's Noelle's blood.
No, it's not. Blood is so much more goopy than that.
It's controlled. It's done for ritual purposes. And there's a reason.
Okay.
Spicy.
I'll join the ritual. Ooh, that was spicy. What is that?
Oh, blood is so good.
Oh my God. That has to be cayenne. What was that?
It's blood.
That's got to be beet juice with like carrots and cayenne and lemon. Yeah, that's really spicy for you. How are you going to continue on?
Okay.
Are you okay? So what did drinking that blood do to us?
It just like bonds me closer to Noelle.
And now for me?
Yeah, you weren't supposed to drink it. But yeah, we think it's like really important to just like consume at least a few drops a day.
That's a gallon.
Yeah. He had a paper cut.
Honestly, the fact that there's a date on this is the weirdest part to me.
You have to date it so you know if it's fresh or not. Like this is from today.
Kind of looks like blood though, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, lucky for him, I'm on my period, so. Welcome back
Thanks. So are you talking to me?
to
or
our
that?
show. To everyone that's here. Thanks for tuning in last week to see our first special guest.
Yes.
Truly our biggest fan.
Yeah.
Biggest supporter.
Besides ourselves.
Besides ourselves. And now it's going to be hard to top that guest.
I know.
We've been thinking about other guests. So we'll keep you posted. For now, we just have the lemons. And I will say that, there's a real one in here. There was a moldy one in here last week, and I was trying to see how long I could get it to go, but then I was like, it's probably bad to have a moldy lemon there living in my house.
It's going to infect the non-real lemons.
It's going to transform them bibbidi bobbidi boo
into, hey, this is a fake lemon and this looks trashy.
There's imperfections.
Okay.
But I thought it was necessary to leave the twig.
I think the twig helps.
Then
it brings it to life.
It's like a little flag, and it's like, this is real. All right. What should we get into? Okay. You go first.
Honestly, like I, number one, want to start with parking lots because Aleena texted me over the weekend and she said, I need to tell you something on the podcast and it's about parking lots. So I'd love to start there just to kind of see the baseline of what was upsetting you about parking lots.
Okay, so we went to see a movie and afterwards Noelle and his friends were hanging out in the parking lot and
up to no good.
They were chit-chatting and I was like, man, this is such a dude thing to just stand in the parking lot and talk. And I remember years ago he used to do this too. And we would be in the parking lot for like 3 hours talking. I wouldn't really be engaging, but the boys would be. And I'd be like, man, like, doesn't everyone want to get home and like get settled? But it's just a thing. It's just a thing. And it's a very common thing amongst the dudes.
Okay, you think this is just a boy thing?
It's a boy thing.
I don't think this is a boy thing.
Hold on, let me.
Okay. Get to it.
Does Corbin do that?
No. But I don't know.
But have you ever been around him with his guy friends?
Yeah.
And they've never hang outside the parking lot?
No.
Interesting.
This is what I want to say. I don't think it's a guy thing. I think it's like a young person thing to hang out in parking lots. You're always up to no good. I've never done anything positive in a parking lot. I'll confirm.
There was nothing bad going on. It was just discussion.
I know, but I just feel like when you're younger, there's nowhere else to hang out besides a parking lot. But I do think you kind of have that Minnesota goodbye for parking lots. Like everyone's going to their car, but then you end up getting stuck and no one's going to be the first one. You start saying bye and then you're like, well, I'm still here talking 30 minutes later. Yeah. But you're saying with your girlfriends, you hang out and then you're like, time to go. We're not going to discuss anything else in the parking lot.
And I know why.
Why?
I realize why.
You're over your friends.
No. No, it's because it's crazy. Okay. So crazy.
Does it have anything to do with balls?
No. It's because girls would never hang out in the parking lot because you're going to get snatched or kidnapped.
Not in a gaggle. If you're in a gaggle of girls, you're not going to get snatched. If you are alone in a parking lot.
No, but girls are trained, get in your car and zoom off.
See, I don't
because
feel
there could be someone in your car.
Underneath your car is where I check first.
Underneath?
Yes. Have you ever
touch the ground?
I don't
get down there?
Touch the ground. I merely peek. But have you ever heard the horror stories of like you have to jump into your car or else you're going to get your like Achilles slashed. So you like jump in because that's where they get you.
I've never heard that story, but I watched Saw, right? Or no?
I don't know if this is from Saw. I feel like this is kind of like one of those scary camp stories that you hear around the bonfire. And kind of like, okay, the person under your car is going to slash your Achilles. So then he can just grab you and you will be taken that way because you can't run. So I always I'm fearful of my Achilles.
Me too. I have an Achilles fear.
I can't even like shave my Achilles because I'm like, I'm going to cut it and I'm never going to be able to run again.
I watched a movie. There's a movie. Was it Hostel?
I think you're thinking of when we watched I Saw the Devil. Or
No. I'm thinking like devil. 15 years ago.
Oh, no,
like a horror movie. Hostel?
Well, I Saw the Devil is when we watched here.
No, I know. This fear comes years before I Saw the Devil. Well, okay.
I love that Alex should just know every reference. It's like,
you
remember that fucking movie I saw 15 years ago? Alex was like maybe 8. And he's like, oh, yeah. Hostel. They slashed the girl's Achilles.
No, there was a horror movie. And the main like torture was like he cut someone's Achilles. It was like the first time it had been done. Or the first time I'd seen it. And I got so scared. Because then I like looked up like, oh, what's an Achilles? And like, what does it do for you in your legs?
How is my Achilles important?
Yeah. So I got so paranoid that my Achilles was going to get hurt that I hypochondriaced myself into my Achilles, both of my Achilles, because I was thinking about them so much, became so stiff that I couldn't walk.
What?
Yeah, it was like mind control.
Wait, what? How old were you?
Like 16. So I was so paranoid.
How long did this last?
At the time, I was working at a grocery store. It was my first job.
Were you a bagger or a person that checks you out?
No, I was a kid, so I was the cart pusher.
Oh, I didn't know there was cart pushers at grocery stores.
Well, the baggers also do like an hour.
Return the cart
pushing.
Okay.
And I was so scared that the back of the bottom of the cart would jam into my Achilles and just like, paralyze me on the spot in the parking lot. So I would walk terrified and protecting my Achilles, so much so that I did something to like strain them so that I couldn't.
How long did this last for?
Like 2-3 weeks. And
What?
Yeah. And I told my mom.
Wheelchaired around school?
No, I just walked funny.
Like both your legs were stiff, kind of like Frankenstein?
Like there was just like a constant pain in my Achilles area because I'd been thinking about my Achilles so much so that I was walking like to protect them and then I'd strain them.
Wow. That's wild.
Yeah.
You really do think a lot and hard about certain things.
I do.
Okay, so I guess circling back to parking lots, guys talk a lot in parking lots. Girls
don't. It's an observation because girls are taught, get in your car, look under your car, look under your seat, and get the fuck out of the parking lot.
I hang out in parking lots, though. So I'm going to put an end to this theory of like, I feel
Well, you're a geriatric now. No one wants to kidnap you.
10. I'm sure somebody somewhere would want to kidnap me.
No, but you get what I mean.
I know what you mean. I'm just surprised that you think girls don't chat in parking lots due to the kidnap rule. Because I feel safe in numbers. Like when I'm with a group of 5 friends, I don't think anyone's going to be able to take all 5 of us.
Well,
Okay?
you're easier target.
I dare you, 5 of us.
Easier target.
No way. Individually.
Well,
fucking
obviously,
snagged.
but you're like,
Snagged.
there's a group of them right there. I could go
No.
2 for 1.
If I was with my friends and a guy pulled up in a van, opened the door, pulled me in, he's gonna fucking get it. Because all of my friends are going to dive in the van after me. Pow, 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 pow.
Oh, you think you're so special? It'd be you?
100%. I would do that for my
It'd
friends.
be you out of the 5 that would be kidnapped?
I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like I was special. My friends wanted to save me. In this scenario, I had my back to the van. So I was enclosing the circle, and so I was easily grabbed.
In this imaginary
Kidnap situation.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do feel safe in numbers. Because isn't that what you learn? Like, don't walk home alone. Never be alone in general. You'll get kidnapped.
But like girls are never going to leave a movie and talk about the movie for an hour in the parking lot.
I think it depends on the movie, right? I mean, what movie?
No,
did you see?
you would just go home and text about it.
But what if this is pre-text? Like, didn't you
pre-text? This was 2 weeks ago.
Did you hang out with parking? Did you hang out with parking lots when you had parking lots close in high school? Did you ever hang out? Where did you hang out?
The Barnes and Noble.
Stop. The Barnes and Noble. Okay, for a second I thought that was Pottery Barn. I was like, you hung out in a furniture store in high school?
No.
Okay, the Barnes and Noble.
The Barnes and Noble.
And you guys would just like sit quietly because that's kind of like a library. Yeah. You're not really chatting that much.
Yeah, we would chat.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't really hang out much. So that was like one time. I did that. But yeah, that was my observation. Okay. Let's see what people have to say.
Okay.
I think that girls just get in the car and leave and talk about it on the phone.
Girls just get in the car and leave and talk. I have noticed that this is a general thing about guys and girls. Are guys talking to each other? Like, do they communicate the same way that girls do?
No.
Because I think I'm constantly texting my friends. I don't think like I could take a poo and everyone would know about it. You know? I'm always wondering, are guys chatting? What are they chatting about?
They just like a couple words. It's like meet here at this time. And then like, that's it.
It's interesting. What about when they text? That's probably why they're bad at texting girls. Because we need constant interaction.
Yeah.
And they're just like, I wrote where we're meeting. I'll see you there.
As little words as possible.
Interesting. So that's why they have so much saved up for the parking lot. Because
You're right. But this wasn't a discussion about why they do it. It was about why females don't.
Okay.
But nice try.
Interesting.
No, I'm kidding. That was actually a really good observation. Because
I'm really thinking deeply about it.
They don't talk about it, and they know they won't go home and text about it because they don't know how to text. Wow.
I know. Do you think kids still hang out in parking lots?
No, actually, another observation.
Yeah.
That kids these days.
Yes, tell me more.
Kids these days aren't. You know how like we were itching to get our license.
Oh yeah.
Kids these days don't care about their license.
Why?
Well, it's the truth.
Alex just got his license. Tell us more.
if you're gonna contribute, you need to use the microphone according to the comments.
The internet says.
I mean, I've had my license since I was 17 and I'm 23 now. But Cash.
But you're an anomaly, okay?
Okay, I'm an anomaly. But yeah, Cash didn't have his license until this year.
Is this an LA thing though?
No,
Are you just
no.
referencing like a big city?
No. It's an actual generational thing. Kids, and this is truth. This is fact. This is not
From TikTok.
Of course.
No.
What is the truth? I'm dying to know.
Well, you're cutting me off.
Okay, here we go.
It's that they don't, because they have like the internet and they have everything at their disposal, getting their license isn't like the end all be all like it was for us. Like so many kids like don't get their license right when they're 16 anymore. the same way we did. Like everyone we knew was getting their license like 15 and a half, 16, like as soon as they could, because that's all they could do was like get in the car and go hang out with their friends. But now
Now they're Snapchatting each other.
they have the internet, so they have no interest.
Naked pics.
So they have no interest in like getting a license to hang out with people, because everything that they could want to do like is on their phone. Everyone they could want to see is on their phone. There's so much entertainment at their disposal.
I see what you're saying, and I don't disagree.
I mean, there's nothing to
But
disagree
don't kids still
with.
want to play with each other? Like, isn't there still
Play with each other.
Like, I mean, hang out with each other. Like, oh, they're gonna play?
No, they don't. I mean, I'm sure there are some people out there that are getting their license and they're doing everything that we did. But as a generational thing, they care way less about getting their license to drive around to like meet up than we did, because they just can do whatever on their phone. And I think that
Interesting.
is crazy.
Interesting. Kids these days, what are they fucking up to? They're just ordering delivery and just
They're just on their
Snapchatting.
phone. Yeah.
I know. Well, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Like, I wanted to hang out when I was a kid, and I was overprotected, so I was dying to get myself outdoors.
Speaking of kids, what do you think about Pete's tattoos of Kim's kids' initials? Kim and Kanye's kids'
This
initials.
is the first
on
I'm
his
hearing
neck.
of it.
Yeah, he got this like little tiny tattoo right here, I believe, and it's like the initials
A neck tattoo.
of
All the kids.
the kids. And everyone is torn. Some people are like, Kanye was right. He's crazy. That's weird. Too soon. And then some people are like, oh, maybe no one is doing that. But yeah.
I think two
So
things.
you didn't know this.
No, I did not know this. Number one, surprise, surprise. I can't
Wow.
believe this.
Maybe-
Number two, apparently. I think it's different when someone is fully covered in tattoos when they get a tattoo, right? So like if Alex were to go out and get random children's names of the girl that he was dating, I would say, Alex, too far. I don't know if I could see it that well enough. But because it's Pete Davidson and because he's covered in tattoos, it makes it a little less creepy, a little less.
Uh-huh.
Number three, weren't we being told by the media that Pete had not met the kids yet? So if he hasn't met the kids yet,
I think he has.
has he?
He has now.
So the internet has confirmed he's close with
He
the kids.
just wanted to meet them so badly so he could get the tattoo.
Did he get the tattoo? And Kim was like, okay, you've showed your dedication. You can come meet the kids.
Well, what I think is like when you have that many tattoos, like for me, I want a tattoo so bad.
I know.
But I have no idea what to get. The only thing I came up with was a happy face.
I love it. I'll get the sad face.
But I feel like I need a little bit more. So I'm constantly searching for like the thing to get a tattoo of. And I feel like for someone that has so many tattoos, I think it's just, what's going on with your hands? I haven't even spoken.
I feel like I'm aligning with you already.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just more shocked. Like, where's this going?
I feel like he's probably like so desperate to keep adding on tattoos and things that he needs to get tattooed because he's got to keep up his tattoo persona. And if he's got to keep it up, then he's basically always like a comedian's always like brainstorming jokes. Like he's always brainstorming tattoo ideas.
Does he have to like he's fully tattooed? Like he doesn't need to keep anything up. Visually, when you look at him, all you see is tattoos, right?
But in his eyes,
he's
got to keep up with the tattoo world.
And like, did he put it on his neck? So this is, I mean, he theoretically he could have put it under a nipple. No one really would have ever seen.
No, but he wanted people to see.
I know.
Because one, he wants everyone to know I still got it in the tattoo game.
That was one of his okay, I need another tattoo so everyone knows I'm still in it.
And two, he wants everyone to know I've met the kids and I like the kids. I fucks with the kids.
Ooh, whoa, too far. He's not fucks with the kids. He is a kid himself.
He actually has been removing his tattoos because it's such a process to get them covered for movies. So he's been taking some off. And also he had met North before and it was a big deal because she rode on his lap in a go-kart and everybody was like, oh, he's doing this to like bait Kanye. Like that's the criticism again from stans.
Yeah, I mean, like, it feels a little strange, but also like Pete Davidson is a little strange. So it kind of goes with the narrative. And I also think, with that many tattoos, one more, does it even matter? I don't know. It seems weird from an outsider's perspective, but I think like in general, celebrities are all strange, right?
Yeah.
Especially at this point with the Kardashians. I mean, they're so famous now. Like everything seems out of this world.
Well, everything has to be like a new shock factor.
I know. And I guess this also proves that this is not a, what's the word I'm looking for? Like a media plan. Like they're just not doing it, like not doing it for show. What's the word?
Well, a tattoo on your neck is absolutely
no, like
doing
them
it for
being
show.
them being together. Like he wouldn't get a tattoo of their kids if it was like a prank. Not like a prank, but what is the word I'm looking for?
Media play.
Not media play. Alex was Googling things for me because I obviously can't speak in the English language, but
like a stage publicity relationship.
A publicity stunt. Like when this first started, people were like, oh yeah, they're not together. They're just like going out in public, like holding hands, publicity stunt. Getting your significant other's kids' names tattooed on your neck, that seems like it has to be real at this point.
I disagree.
Oh.
Well, do we want to talk about
He did get K, I think K apparently branded.
K? Who's K?
Like Kim.
You just call her K?
No, like
He
the
calls her
letter
K.
K.
Oh.
Yeah, like branded on him.
Oh yeah, like
yeah,
a cow.
Yeah, like tss, which is
That is so aggressive.
Yeah.
I've seen Yellowstone, so I've seen what it's like to brand somebody, and it seems painful. But like, can you imagine the type of dedication to a person? Like I'm going to call Corbin after this and be like, look, Pete has branded himself over Kim.
Yeah.
I think this means.
Yeah. Screw the engagement.
Yeah.
Just
brand yourself.
Just brand S.
Yeah. Please and thank you.
Yeah. I mean, do you think that he's like trying to set a precedent for like what men should do?
I hope not, because this seems like, I mean, people are looking for text backs over here and he's branding himself. So I mean, the range is crazy. I don't know. I mean,
who's your favorite couple from the Kardashians?
Of all time? Are we talking historical?
Just current.
Current. I'm going to have to go, obviously, Kourtney and Travis. I'm going to say this because Kourtney's never been married, which I was just reminded in the last episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. She's the only like Kardashian.
She's never been married?
She's never been married. So I'm really, I like that she's so happy.
Yeah.
I feel like she's had a hard dating run.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like Scott has cheated in the past. He obviously had addiction issues. I feel like she's kind of like been through it.
Yeah.
So it seems nice that now she's in such a stable relationship.
She looks genuinely happy.
Yeah.
Like
I think
the other ones, like you never know.
Right. It seems even like seeing Kanye and Kim interact in the latest episode when he like brought the sex tape stuff, I was like, I'm uncomfortable with this. Even like seeing Chris and Kanye interact, I was like, it seems like they're so removed from each other.
Yeah.
And I have another random comment about the Kardashians in general.
Okay.
Where are the kids while everyone's working? Like, it seems like obviously they have in
Seems
play.
like nobody wants to work these days.
It seems like from this latest episode, the SNL situation, she was working like 24 hours a day, right?
Yeah.
And you would have thought maybe, okay, Kanye's with the kids, but he was in New York, he flew to LA, not to pick up the kids, but to get the sex tape stuff and then fly back to New York. So again, maybe the kids aren't on camera, but it doesn't feel like there's any time for parenting in this work life.
Yeah.
And maybe there is that are just not showing it. I just kept thinking like, how is she doing this and being a parent and being a lawyer? Like, where's the timeline here? It seems like a lot.
I would agree that they make it seem like having kids is easy because they're never there.
I know.
They're always gone.
I know. Like, but do you think maybe the kids were in New York and we just didn't see them? Like, where's
They were
True?
at home.
Where's True?
Okay, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
What would you do if your kid came up to you and they found your sex tape on a game.
What a scenario that would never happen to me. What would I do if my kid found okay. I guess not have a discussion. It depends on how old they are, right? Like if this is like a Saint situation.
Yeah, Saint
And
age.
I had a couple people say to me like, was this staged? Like, do you think Saint actually saw this, or do you think they just wanted to?
They came up to you to ask you that? You the expert?
No, like people were discussing.
I had a couple people inquire with me about this.
Like the original
The blood is
Kardashians.
making me really allergic. Never mind.
What's making her allergic?
The blood.
Oh my God, she had cayenne like 30 minutes ago and she's over here still crying. God, I got to show her some hot sauces.
Yeah.
Was it staged again? Like Saint actually seeing the tape? Or just because original Kardashian started with her sex tape. So like maybe the show thought it would be cool, not cool, but like a good starting point. Again, like here we go.
You never know with
Kim and the
entertainment.
sex tape.
Like what was planted.
Right.
Yeah.
So, okay, back to the question. What would I do if my child,
your child found your sex tape on an app?
I'd say that's not me.
You deny it?
Well, I'm not going to have a conversation about a sex tape with my 2-year-old who doesn't know anything about sex. Like, oh, let me sit my son down and be like, hey, just so you know, mommy had sex on camera and the entire world saw it.
Say that wasn't you?
Well,
and then have them believe that there's a twin of you?
No, I don't think my son's going to think there's a twin of me. I just think, by the way, have you seen the Kim Kardashian sex tape?
I've only seen a thumbnail of it.
So you saw a still.
Have you?
No, I haven't seen it. I've never seen any celebrity sex tape.
Well, yeah, same.
Oh, okay.
I've seen the still.
I've never like. Are you talking about like the cover, like a cover shot?
Where it's like it
Of
looks
these-
like the night vision and it's like green.
I thought Paris Hilton was the night vision. Like One Night in Paris was in green. I thought like Kim Kardashian. I didn't know it was night vision. But again, haven't seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't tell my kid. What would you tell your kid?
I would say, Mom.
How do you already have this planned out?
I just thought of it right now.
Okay.
Because if you say that it wasn't you, then
We'll circle back when he's like 15.
what if he remembers it and like thinks it's okay to like it because it's not you?
He's 2, Aleena.
You don't know if he's 2?
Even backtrack even further, my kid's probably not going to be playing on an iPad. So he'll never have my sex tape that's made public somehow pop up on his screen.
Listen, you just got to go with the hypothetical. You can't give me reasons.
You're right.
So I would say, listen, Mom was in a play. It got released early. And I will talk to you about this later.
Okay.
But don't ever watch it again because it's an unreleased play and you can't stream things illegally.
Wow. So this turns into like a streaming conversation instead of a sex conversation.
Yeah, I mean, there's no need to
Bring up
say,
sex.
you know, they don't even know what sex is. It's just like I was acting.
God.
What happens when they show the kids at school that their mom's a famous actor and that
What is that?
That's my phone.
Oh my
Forgot to put it on silent. That could probably go off 10 to 15. Yeah, here we go.
I would say don't listen to the kids at school. They're just bullies.
The age range here that we're pretending the kid is like from 2 to elementary school to 15. Basically, what we're saying is we probably would not have a sex tape.
Well, that's a given. We're playing
House right now.
make believe now.
You're right. I'm not understanding the constructs of the game.
Yeah, you have a sex tape. Your kid just found it. They come up to you. They say, "Hey, Mom, look at this." I'm saying it's a play. And you're streaming illegally. The FBI will.
Grounded. 2 weeks in your room. No iPad. No phone. No Snapchatting. No parking lot hangouts.
Mom was just acting, and you can see this when you can see. No, you can never see this.
Once you've learned how to put on a condom, then you could see mommy's sex tape.
Oh.
But didn't you think it was a strange interaction with Kanye and Kim? And then Alex also brought to light that
It was fake.
What? The interaction?
Well, that there wasn't really a tape or something.
Also, I wanted you to notice that I'm wearing my Kanye and Coach outfit. I tried to mirror him.
Nice.
Could you imagine if I was flying in Coach, which is where I would be, and I sit down next to Kanye?
What would you do?
I would
you
have to
play
try
it cool?
Oh, of course. I would.
You wouldn't say anything.
No, I mean, I'm not saying I wouldn't say something, but I would say cool.
You would just like repeat his lyrics to him.
I would have myself listening to like one of his albums, and I'd kind of like put it a little bit towards him so he knew that I was a fan.
Yeah.
I don't know. Honestly, I'd have to think more about this.
Here's my phone.
Yeah.
Playing your album.
Exactly. Gosh, I would be.
You would get out a piece of paper. You would start writing down your questions, and you'd be like, excuse me, crumply paper. I have some questions for you that
I would have so many. But yeah, that would be an amazing. And that's basically Kanye and Coach. I mean, that's a first class experience for me. I was back there. Could you just imagine? But honestly, like, I love that he said that. He's like, I'm wearing my Coach attire. And I'm like, that's the nicest outfit I've ever seen. Like, this is my go-to outfit. How is this Coach attire?
I know.
Yeah, loved it. But then Alex, circling back, brought to light that apparently the Kardashians said that, like, I don't know, Kanye was lying or something, like there is no sex tape. But I guess like it worked out in that Twitter thread that you sent. Like, she did say there was no additional sex stuff. It was them.
What did he give her? A tape of
them eating at a restaurant and stuff. Maybe she was being extorted, saying there was more. Here we go, back with the fucking air quotes for me, that there was sex stuff on it. Maybe they were lying to try to get more money from her.
Got it. Do you think they paid for the tape?
In the show, he said he didn't because he didn't want to get like extorted. But that, way over my head. I don't understand what he was saying there. I assume, what did he do? Just muscle up to Ray J? Like, hey,
yeah,
I'm here for the tape and the hard drive.
And was it Ray J that was trying to extort?
No, I mean, maybe. No, I think it was like the manager or something. I don't know.
Interesting. That's sad.
I know.
If it was true. What do you think about the PDA
of
going
Courtney
on?
and Travis?
Yeah. Do you think it's appropriate to straddle someone exactly in front of a realtor while wearing a skirt?
No.
What if you were wearing pants?
Still no.
Okay.
The skirt brought it way over the top. And the fact that it also wasn't your house, you were like viewing a house. And the fact that there was a random realtor there. All these little intricate pieces.
Yeah. Like, they seem really happy. And I like them as a couple. I don't dislike them.
Yeah.
But I think that the PDA is like you're at dinner with your entire family and your tongues are down each other's throat.
Oh, like hand in the ass, hand in like the pocket.
Yeah,
like, you know, when kids were first started dating.
Oh yeah.
And like they're like, oh shit, I'm gonna walk with my hand like in her jean pocket. Yeah. And they're like, oh my God. So embarrassing, teens. Okay. But that's basically what Travis and Courtney are doing. They're putting each other's hands in the back jean pocket all the time. And I think listen, I'm not going to just pretend I don't know my boyfriend in public. Like, I'm down for a little hand holding, a little cuddle up. But when you start to straddle and you're in a skirt, I think you're
basically having sex.
That's the line. Okay, let's reel it in. You're not having sex. That's not a sex tape, Aleena. That's a mere, I mean, if I saw you and Noelle do that, if I was your realtor and I was showing you this house and you guys sat on the couch and straddled, I'd be like, they're about to do it. I should go.
Yeah. I mean, that's how they do it in movies. They just sit over and then they're all of a sudden inside.
What?
What
movie reference are you?
Any movie. There's no struggle. It's just like, bloop. They're having sex.
Struggle? What kind of struggle are you trying to put up, girl? You mean, what?
Like, there's no like in between of like, I'm getting my genitals out.
Oh my God. No, he does not say the word genitals. Ew.
Who's he?
You're okay. So in the movies, there's no genital struggle. And in your real life, you're having genital struggle.
Everyone has genital struggle.
Oh, no.
There's a moment of like, you take it out, then there's a and then in the movies, it's just bam. They're having sex.
I understand that you're saying like movie sex is obviously not real sex.
Yes.
And have you ever noticed in movie sex, like when they have the sheet around them, it's actually fully around them, really. And I'm like, how are they? They're not even touching bodies. They're not even bumping
they're in
into
their
each
own
other.
sheets.
Yeah. God, genital struggle. We
don't have to get into this. I'm just saying the movies are inaccurate. It's like clothes off, bam, all of a sudden, like oh, I'm gonna like a girl will like run up to a guy and like wrap her legs around
and they're
him,
having sex.
and somehow in that process it's been
I know.
inserted.
You're right.
And I'm like, God, there had to have been some maneuvering to.
You're right. I see what you're saying.
Yes.
I just wouldn't necessarily classify it as genital struggle, just from an outsider's perspective.
Genital struggle sounds like erectile dysfunction.
Alex, great point.
I mean,
having so much genital struggle right now. I need to get my hymns.
I think it's a perfect way to describe pulling it out and opening it.
I feel like you're trying to have sex with like pants on. Like Aleena's fully clothed and like she's like trying to pull out the genitals.
Genital struggle is just like the zipping of the pants.
But the zipping, no one's zipping.
Unzipping of the pants.
So getting naked is very hard for Aleena.
That is part of the genital struggle that they don't show in the movies.
I think you mean just like taking off your clothes. Sometimes you get your head stuck in your shirt. Your pants are stuck around your ankles. There's never pants around the ankles in the movies. You know, when you're trying to yank off your person's pants.
I have something I need to discuss.
Oh, God.
How do you put on your pants and how do you put on your sweaters, your hoodies? I need to know.
Okay. I put on my pants by taking them off the hanger and putting one leg in and then the other.
One leg at a time?
One leg at a time.
So do you go one leg all the way up?
Of course not. I'm not a fucking psychopath. I put one leg in. I kind of jimmy it a little bit. And then I put the other leg in. And once I get to my knees, then I full on straight pull, button, zip.
Okay, me and you're the same. You know, some people put one whole leg in first.
That's incorrect. No.
I know Aleena's trying to bamboozle us right now.
No.
Absolutely. She was saying
100%.
that she puts two legs in at
and
the
then
same time.
pulls
And
straight
pulls
from the bottom.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Listen, no. Aleena, since she's shorter to the ground, she can reach
the same
down.
height.
I'm a bit taller. If we're talking kidnap, Aleena's probably easier to kidnap. Aleena
I put
can,
both my feet in and then I...
yes, because you're shorter to the ground. If I were to bend down, if Alex, tall person, if he were to fully bend down, it's difficult. You know, so that's why if you just do one at a time, it's easier.
No, you
As a
gotta,
tall model.
Oh, and then the hoodie. I put both arms in,
Wow, I was almost just
And
bitch
then
slapped.
pull over.
No, I do the head first. I'm like, get my head in there.
And then your arms?
Honestly, like I'd have to take off my sweatshirt right now and redo it. But the issue is I'm doing like my low bun. So obviously the hard work that I'm putting into my hair, I'm trying to make sure but I'm trying to get my hoodie on and not ruffle my hair.
Yeah.
So that's most important.
Some people put their whole arm in and then their one side and then the other arm.
Is Aleena just making this up?
To clarify, are you putting both arms in at the same time
Yeah.
and pulling? Okay, that's
Yeah.
really strange. Yeah.
Yeah, both
Yeah.
arms.
You put like one and then the other. Same with your legs and your pants. You put both legs in at the same time,
Yeah.
not one in and then
She's
the other.
double teaming both the top and the bottom.
Like it seems like you'd fall or get caught.
She's already so close to the ground. Her equilibrium is really centered. Talking about clothes and getting dressed, I know the Met Ball's tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when the Kardashians weren't invited? The Met Ball's open to everyone now. Like,
They got the invite.
they definitely all got actually, except for Khloe and Kourtney. They never go.
I don't
Those
think
are like
they
the
ever
two.
got the invite.
I know, but those are like
Oh, but
two
they
favorite
might now
Kardashians.
because of Travis. Is Travis invited?
Maybe.
That must suck
Met
to.
Gala 2022, all the Kardashians and Jenners are invited.
Ooh.
That
big-
must be
yeah.
hard to like as a family or like have one person be invited to something but not the others.
I would love to be the Kourtney and Khloe in this situation. The idea of getting ready for that long of a period of time.
What do you mean that long of a period? Isn't it just a few hours?
No, it seems like they're getting ready all day with the makeup and the dress and the suctioning. And then you have to go and get your picture taken. Talk about a nightmare. Do you think celebrities like enjoy getting their picture taken? Like, are they like, okay, I've just spent 10 hours getting ready time to go get my photo taken by people. What a strange concept.
So weird.
Isn't it? And then they get in, like, this is a strange event. Typically when we watch celebrities go down a red carpet.
What's the theme this year?
Okay, let's talk about the theme. But let me finish my thought. This is the only red carpet that we watch celebrities go down, but then we don't see the inside. Usually we're watching the Oscars, we see the Oscars. We're watching the Tonys, we see the
Tonys.
Exactly. What's going on in there? Why aren't we privy to what's happening?
They just wear sweatpants and take it all off.
Well, how do they sit down in their
Thank you.
gowns?
They don't sit. What if it's just a...
Well, there's a dinner. I know that they're
there's
eating.
a dinner?
There's a dinner because people talk shit sometimes about the dinner. They're all fucking starving. They haven't eaten in weeks. Then they get in there and it's like a piece of lettuce.
If you have to guess what they're doing in there.
Gabbing with their gaggle of girls. And I think they like sit them at tables where they don't know people, right? Like, or do they get to sit with their friends?
I think that it's one big slumber party and they all get into their sweats.
No.
And then they get into sleeping bags and there's just lines of sleeping bags and then they're served McDonald's.
There's literally no way in hell that's happening. They've just spent 10 hours getting ready and you think they're just going to slip out of their gowns?
For the photo, and then they go in there, they have their slumber party, sleeping bags.
But what about the after parties?
Well, you didn't mention any after parties.
Well, there's the Met Gala, the gala, and then everyone who's anyone hosts an after party.
Yeah.
And then they change and redo their makeup, and then they go
to a new outfit in the after
Yes.
So this is why the sleeping bag makes even more sense, because then they get cozy for a few hours, they relax, then they're going to get changed anyway into a new outfit.
And it's all on a Monday night. It's not even a Saturday night. People are going out on Mondays. I'm honestly shocked.
So then they get into their new outfits and then they go to their after parties.
I would
McDonald's
have to
slumber party.
There's no way. That would be your dream Met Gala. It would be a slumber party with French fries and a hamburger.
What was the theme?
Okay, so let's talk about the theme, because this is what I also need to have a tiff about.
Okay.
It's called, number one, I just learned this is a part 2 of last year's theme. So,
I was feeling like there was just one.
well, did last year's theme know it was part 1 of part 2?
Yeah, who knew?
Who knew? It was last year. Okay, I don't know. But this year is anthology. No.
Last year was In America, a lexicon of fashion. And this year is... you're right.
America.
An anthology of fashion, gilded glamour.
What
What is gilded glamour?
does it mean?
I do know that Kim Kardashian is rumored to be putting on Marilyn Monroe's dress that she wore when she sang in JFK Happy Birthday. But she doesn't know if she can fit.
Didn't Billie Eilish already dress up as Marilyn Monroe last year? So it's been done.
Yeah, but
Kim, I hope I don't
it's-
see you tonight.
It's the
redoing
signature
what Billie
dress that hasn't been worn. It's like in some Hall of Fame.
I don't know. Okay.
Did you know that Kanye thinks Kim K is
the Marilyn Monroe of her time?
Yeah.
Listen, I want a hype man too. So, but what I think people should do for the Met Met Gala, when someone walks down the red carpet, can someone explain to me why this is on theme? Because to me, it's just like,
what's what on theme?
What the celebrity is wearing. How is it on theme?
Oh, you want like someone to break it down?
Yeah. As someone who doesn't obviously know shit about shit when it comes to fashion, these are people that know. I'd like them to be like, here comes Kate Hudson. She is dressed in American fashion because of her headpiece that is American fashion.
Yeah.
Or else I'm just sitting there like, this girl was just trying to get attention by wearing the craziest thing. I need to know.
I think that if it's the anthology of America, what I'm saying,
part 2,
then the McDonald's slumber party makes even more sense.
Are you going to die if someone shows up in like Taco Bell
burger and fries?
No, you can't show up in burger and fry, but what if you like dressed as a hot sauce packet? Like what if you dressed as a French fry container?
Yeah.
American
or a milkshake.
Couture. Yes.
What would you be? What would you wear?
If I was dressing up as I would definitely be a hot sauce packet. If I'm picking fast food, I'm picking Taco Bell. picking cheese roll-ups, picking hot sauce.
I'm asking like what you would dress as,
Oh,
not what
oh,
would you
oh.
eat.
Like this truly to me, everyone, would be my biggest fucking nightmare. I have to wear something that's uncomfortable. I have to put makeup on that's uncomfortable. And I have to put my hair in a way that it's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then I have to stand with other people.
Practice how you would stand if there's like a million people taking a photo of you right
I
now.
also feel like there's no way. I would actually be like, hey, can I be escorted around back? Can I just like,
can I skip the photo?
can I skip the photo?
So I would be a milkshake. And I would be like in a pink dress.
Okay.
And then the top would have some like tulle right here. So it'd be like
I like
whipped
it.
cream.
I like
and
it.
then my hair would be bright red like maraschino cherry.
I could totally see you dyeing your hair red.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay. I love it.
And I'd be a milkshake because America.
Americans love milkshakes.
Yeah.
But do you get what I mean by saying like, I don't get why people wear what they wear. And I feel like it would be helpful if someone described it to me.
I think just the same way that when we watch football, there's someone telling you when there's a 10-yard line pass. Or when
You're
you
right.
watch the UFC,
We
they're
need commentators.
Oh,
You're right. You're right.
armbar. I need someone.
I'm shocked you know what an armbar is.
Oh, I watch UFC regularly.
Okay.
I know all the moves.
Okay. We should wrestle.
Oh my gosh.
I could take Aleena out. You know how we're always sizing people up? I could take her.
Nah.
Oh yeah.
No.
I keep imagining us.
Say so hard.
I keep imagining us like racing the mile. Like I'll go for a jog and I'm like just picturing like I'm like almost finished with my mile run. I'm like, I'm just gonna imagine I'm right next to Aleena. Sorry, back to fashion, everyone.
Yeah.
Did you go to prom?
Of course I went to prom.
What was your best ensemble for a dance? And did it look like any of the Met Gala looks?
Well, I only went to one dance and it was prom. So I only had one
went to
look.
One
Yeah, I didn't go to any of the other
dance?
dances. Yeah, like winter formal. What is that?
I love winter formal.
I never went to any dance.
That was like, it was winter formal with Sadie Hawkins for our school.
I don't even know.
What Sadie Hawkins is? Sadie Hawkins is when girls ask the boys.
Oh.
We at our school, go Dolphins. You could tell I was high school. It was like always such a big deal on how girls ask boys or boys ask girls. Like it was over the top. Like people used to ask people in front of the entire school. I remember this girl one time, like we called our sitting area the mall. Did anyone else do this? Maybe this is like a typical thing. It was the mall, and like over the loudspeakers, the chicken dance came on, and this girl like did this full like chicken dance in front of the like thousands of people.
Wow.
And asked this guy to win a from one. I was like, shit, I gotta step up my game.
How did you ask?
God, what year?
Oh, you did it so many times.
At least 4 times. I went all 4 years. I mean, you could ask the guys. You got to decide. Freshman, sophomore. I mean, how many years is your high school?
4 years.
Yeah. What? So tell me about your dress. You went to senior prom.
Yeah, it was like a nice bright blue, like.
Was this your boyfriend?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like a bright blue, and then it had like crisscross straps going down into like a V here. It was like,
Is this how your sex tape started?
no. And then there was like little rhinestones where the crosshairs of the straps went. And there was some like ruching here, and then it was silk and blue.
Sounds gorgeous. And did you go to any of the after parties like the Met Gala?
I didn't go to any after parties.
Did you love
I
prom?
didn't even know if there was an after party.
Did you go in a limo?
No, just went in my car.
You drove yourself to prom.
Yeah.
Alex, did you drive yourself to prom? Sit closer to your
Yeah. Senior year, I drove me and my date and 2 friends from like the pre-prom to the prom, and then just like slammed alcohol in the parking lot.
parking lot hang.
Parking lot hang.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. But junior year,
parking
I asked my prom date to the prom on the Madison Square Garden hockey screen.
Wow, that's
Because I had a friend that
so
worked there.
cool.
Yeah, it was nice.
I love
Yeah.
that.
Big gestures. I like it.
wow.
Are you guys still dating? How'd that work out?
No, not at all. We were just friends. The next year, I had like a big like candlelit thing for my girlfriend at the time. It was nice.
Wow.
See, I love that shit. That's so cute.
It's a lot.
Did you watch Laguna Beach?
Yeah.
I thought that was, they always did like fun, crazy things.
Yeah, but it was so not realistic to like my actual high school experience.
Oh.
I have something that I need to tell you.
Okay.
One, I got a DM from Lewis Hamilton.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. Didn't you see?
No.
You didn't see?
Show me the DM. Show it here. Show it here, Malfoy. Doesn't understand that reference either. I know. There's no way this is possible. We said like who her number one is, and she's like randomly got a DM from him.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's crazy.
Leo DM'd me as well. So did Adam Driver and Jonah Hill.
Really?
No, nobody. Because they know I'm not available because I'm waiting for engagement.
Wait, Sarah, so how did you ask your boy to Sadie Hawkins dance?
This just looks like a story.
No.
He sent this to you?
Yes.
You're lying to me.
Yes.
Is this true, Alec?
Because he doesn't know me, but like, yeah.
You're lying to me. I feel like there's no way this is true. Show me in your actual DM.
He deleted it. You think that he's like gonna just keep DMs like that around?
Yeah.
No, he's way too.
Aleena's such a bad liar.
No.
She can't even pull this one off. There's no way he sent that to you.
I can't believe you don't think it's true.
I know it's not true. Pull up the DM, the back and forth.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean.
It's a story. He sent it to me. You know how they go away? View once only? I took a screenshot.
I know you're lying. You're bold-faced lying to me. But at least I know who Lewis Hamilton is now.
I can't believe
Big
you
moves.
believe it.
I do believe it. I mean, I believe that he sent that out on Instagram, but there's no way it was just personally to you.
It was.
What did Noel think?
He thought it was hilarious.
Did you hit him back?
I took the screenshot and then I've been waiting to see what to say.
Well, I'll say you up. See what he says.
Okay, fair. I would like to know your opinions
I'll give him to you.
on who the new James Bond is supposed to be.
I don't know who the new James Bond is supposed to be, and I've only seen one James Bond movie, and it was recently.
So is Daniel Craig.
It was a Daniel Craig James Bond.
Do you have a favorite?
I guess it's the one I saw. I think
There's
it
a
was Casino
rumor.
Royale.
Casino Royale.
Was that one?
There's a rumor that it's supposed to be Jacob Elordi.
Stop. No, he's not ready. He's not ready.
What?
Listen, I'm not going to argue that he's like one of the hottest people of all time that was birthed on the planet, obviously. But is he ready to be James Bond? Of course not. Of course not. James Bond has to be an actual grown-up. Jacob Elordi is like just turning 23. Oh my God. I'm actually bamboo. No. There's no way. He put that rumor out himself. There's another rumor out there that I'm going to be James Bond.
Oh my God. I agree with you. He's a little pubescent for James Bond.
Way too this isn't Spider-Man. This is James Bond. James Bond's like what? I was going to say Man of Mystery, but is that right? Or is that like the Pink Panther?
Anyone could be a man of mystery.
No. So you're also on board. You do not like this either. But you've seen all James Bonds? No way.
I've seen all, but I've definitely seen more than you.
You're not sure though.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Okay.
I've seen all the Craigs. Movies.
Really? I think there's been like 5. You've seen 5 James Bond
and then
movies.
I saw the ones before Craig.
Who was?
Alex? I need a lifeline.
I'm going to phone a friend.
I think it was Pierce Brosnan, but I'll look it up.
Oh, Pierce Brosnan. Oh my God.
I'm going to die if it's not Pierce Brosnan. Aleena's like, I've seen every
Wasn't it
Pierce
Sean
Brosnan.
Connery too at one point?
Yeah, at one point, but like a long time ago.
I have a funny Sean Connery story.
I don't even know who Sean Connery is.
What?
The name sounds familiar.
He was in that one movie with Catherine Zeta-Jones where they had to like go through these laser beams and like maneuver.
I don't think I'd do well at that if there was like a laser beam situation.
Okay, can I tell you my funny story?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had an imaginary friend as a kid.
Hold on. Pause for letting this sink in. Was it a boy or a girl?
It was Sean Connery.
Well, like, I feel like this would hit me even harder if I knew who Sean Connery was. Pick ref. How long was he your friend for? And did you know he was imaginary? And did your whole family know that you
Yeah,
had
no,
this?
I knew he wasn't really there.
Stop. That's an old man was roaming around your childhood room? I think
Well,
we
we
have
just
issues.
discussed on the phone.
You just talked on the phone with a fairy leaf?
No, it was okay. So rewind. I told you I did a lot of things alone, and
Apparently not. You were with Sean Connery.
and my parents would like buy a lot of cars growing up, so I felt like I was always in dealerships, and I used to find
That is so strange that you just felt like you were always okay.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
and I would just you'd sit there. Car deals were like they take forever, especially back in the day. So you'd just sit there forever, and there'd be a dude with a phone, and then he'd have like his pad and paper, and he'd be writing down numbers and going to the calculator, and then going to his boss's office and coming back, and then going and coming back, or picking up the phone and calling him, and blah blah blah. So I thought car deals were really cool,
Okay.
like how they like did stuff on the pen pad and paper or whatever. So my dad used to have all these office phones from his work, and he would give them to me, and I would play with them.
Your dad had multiple office phones.
Yeah, like old dial
Okay.
phones, right? I thought I was so cool to like be a receptionist. Yeah.
Okay.
So I would sit there and I would make deals with Sean Connery,
Deals regarding what?
car deals. And I would write numbers down on the pen and paper. And he always like had this like
He never was a part of these deals.
he had like this way where he would talk like he had like marbles in his mouth. Like
What?
he had this very like specific way of talking. Like, and so I would sit there and I would phone him up, and like me and him would be making car deals all day long, and I'd be writing them down on the piece of paper. And
What cars were you buying and selling? Was there a specific brand?
we didn't get into the models. We were more concerned about the deal.
My whole body is like dying inside. Like I feel like I'm melting.
And I would just sit there for hours, and me and Sean Connery would go back and forth about like car deals.
I've never known anyone like you.
I remember like I think I told like my parents, I told my sister and my mom that like I had an imaginary friend, and like that's who I was making all the car deals with. And they're like,
your parents.
who
must have
is
been
it?
like,
And I was like, well, he has like a lot of marbles in his mouth. Sean Connery.
does Sean Connery really talk like he has a lot of marbles in his mouth? And can you talk like that for a second so I can understand what you're going for? Like, how would you talk? Damn it, as Sean Connery.
It was like, oh. It's like, oh, we got to get like $300 off the deal there. So otherwise, it's not going to work.
I'm literally gonna pee my pants. Oh my god, how old were you?
I was 13.
This is way past
I
imaginary.
wasn't
friend
13.
age.
I was probably, it was
She's
a
lying. You were
specific
embarrassed.
house. No, in my head, everything, I was 10. I was 11 and a half. You're about to drink the blood again?
Yeah,
Yeah, I was like 11 and a half.
that's not that much better than 13. Wow, Aleena, I learned something new about you every day.
Yeah.
I don't really know how to respond besides like I never have been to a car dealer. I've never seen any of those deals happen.
You've never seen them?
Never. I've never been to the car dealership. I've never gone to a car dealer.
Oh, I gotta rewind here. I would have the calculator as well.
Of course. You weren't doing math
And I
in your
was
head.
plugging in numbers. Trying to
How
make
long
the
were these
deal.
conversations?
Huh?
How long could these go
Well,
for?
at the car dealerships, there were always only like 2 minutes. Like, hey, can you blah blah blah?
No, but in your
Click.
imaginary situation.
I would block out like 4 hours a day.
She would block out 4 hours a day, like make room for her Sean Connery time.
And I would have like this, I had like a desk and everything, and I would like clean it to like set it up for the phone deals. the car deals. Then I'd set everything down in place. The phone wasn't even plugged in.
Well, it didn't need to be. Sean Connery wasn't real. You weren't talking to anyone. I don't think I mean, I have no reference of this. I didn't have an imaginary friend.
Never?
Casper? I know who Casper is.
But you never had a Casper?
No, you don't even like ghosts.
I had Casper after Casper came out.
You didn't have Casper. Do you mean you watched the movie?
No, I had my own Casper in my head after Casper came out. Once I found out you could have a Casper.
You can't have a Casper. You cannot have a Casper. Casper only exists in this one Casper house.
No, he exists everywhere if you want him to.
No, this is not.
I had my own Casper.
Your own Sean and your own Casper. No, honestly, like I grew up in a neighborhood with a lot of kids, so there was no need for
there was a lot of kids too.
You just were like, I have Sean. I don't need this. There's no way I'm hanging out in parking lots. I have to go do my deals.
I found it.
I have to get $300 less on my imaginary car.
I found some I have a bunch of my diary entries.
Oh my God, I would kill to go back and look at my diary entries.
We'll go through them one pod. They're really sad though.
Oh, why is that to be so fucking sad?
I was playing telephone at a car dealer with Sean Connery. Of course my diary was sad.
You are so right about that. There's no way there could possibly be any joy in those diaries.
There was a whole entry about like me going to the trunk of my dad's car to get something out. And
what was it?
I just picked something out of the car, and then I heard a bunch of kids laughing down the street, and then I was sure they were laughing at me for getting my stuff out of the trunk.
Oh my gosh, Aleena.
So then I ran back inside and phoned Sean.
These kids in the fucking street making fun of me for making deals, but I'm gonna get the best car in the dealership. Then they'll all see. Those kids never grew up to drive anyways, because driving's not cool anymore. Oh my God. I think my diary entries were so embarrassing. But I actually find high school angst and emo shit like hilarious and adorable. I remember when the iPod came out back in 92. And like I used to put my like hoodie up and
3.
yeah, I just, I like being a kid, but those kids were not making fun of you. And diary entries, I'll try to find mine.
Yeah,
I'll find my
share
funniest
it,
one. Yeah. And we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
God, I can't wait to watch the Met Gala tonight. I'm going to dress up in my Taco Bell outfit. You get your milkshake.
No, you're going to eat Taco Bell.
You're right. I'll dress up in my favorite Jimmy Jams. Well, this was fun. Chat later.
Thanks so much.
I hope Sean sees this. Is he alive?
No.
He died recently.
And it was a hard time for me. It was a hard time for me.